Nissim Levy. My fighting style is Tiger Schulman's karate.
Crazy Chris Schlesinger. I'm a grappler mostly, but I'm pretty well-rounded. I train in all aspects of the game. It's probably going to be fast-paced. I'm not the type of person to sit back and wait for my opponent.
I guess you got to feel it out. It's like driving a car, driving a boat. You know, you got to feel it before you to understand it.
Should be probably the most exciting fight of the night.
I love fighting, and I love doing it, and I love training every day for it.
Chris Schlesinger never backs down. Crazy Chris, he calls himself, out of Belmore, New York. 26 years old, a record of 4-3. He has won 3 of his last 4 fights. All those wins by way of submission. A local 3 electrician in New York City full-time. He has been training with Matt Serra, one of those great ROC alum here, for the last 8 years.
I'll tell you right now, Kenny, this might be the first time ever I've heard Tom Petty as the entrance song. This guy's old school. It looks, he's only 26 years old, but he understands the legend known as Tom Petty. And the nickname Crazy Chris, definitely not crazy when it comes to his music selections. 2
of his losses have been to great fighters, Eddie Alvarez and Chris Ligori. Nissim Levy, well known and respected in this area. The Caveman, 25-year-old out of Lawrence, New York. Kind of a deceiving 2-2 record. He lost his last fight to Dante Rivera. We heard Ron talk to him earlier. We know how good Rivera is. He took him to the 3rd round. That was over a year ago.
He's coming off some rehabbing of injuries. Says he feels 100%. Thought he could fight a few months ago, but just wanted to wait to make sure he's 100%. And I think more than anything, that's a mental thing. You can't get back in the ring or the cage, wherever you're fighting, and not feel 100% confident in your body. So Levy's a guy who feels like he has something to prove. Both young guys really trying to get to that age where they feel they can move up and make a name for themselves here in mixed martial arts.
And Levy from the very popular Tiger Schulman's MMA.
Schlesinger is a submission fighter, Kenny. He's won 3 of his last 4, all by submissions. Look for him to try to take this one to the ground if possible.
So Schlesinger and Levy now returning to action. Let's return now to Peter Neglia with the official intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout brings us 3 5-minute rounds of mixed martial arts, 180-pound weight limit. The bout sponsor is Gamma Labs. Controlling the action in the middle of the ring is Big Dan Mergliata. Introducing first from the blue corner, out of Belmore Kickboxing and Soka BJJ, trained by Keith Trimble. He is wearing the gray shorts and weighing at 177 3/4 pounds. From Long Island, New York, welcome please, Crazy Chris Schlesinger. And across the ring, ready for battle out of the red corner, from Tiger Schulman's Mixed Martial Arts, trained by Tiger Schulman, wearing the black and red Tiger shorts, he weighed in at 180 pounds. From Far Rockaway, Queens, New York, welcome please, Nissim Levy.
Oh, guys. All right, you both went through the rules. You know the rules. You understand the rules, correct?
Yes.
Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Let's have a good fight, guys. Let's close, back it up.
Dan Mergliata, the referee for this one, scheduled 3 5-minute rounds. And you saw Schlesinger. You don't see too many guys that happy to touch gloves and get ready to fight, as you will in the man in the gray trunks. And here we go. And coming out hard and strong as we expected was Levy, and Schlesinger was right there. And to the mat they go. No surprise.
Well, you definitely can't credit Levy with the takedown there. Basically just bull rushed him. And Schlesinger saw him coming. He got down, but he just couldn't absorb all the power of Levy, who was just exploding with his legs. He basically just ran over him almost like a linebacker.
This is expected to be a high-octane grappling match. And so far, it is.
Schlesinger loves the submissions. Levy's going to have to protect himself when he tries to go on the defensive because Schlesinger's very quick with defense. And he loves the counter moves.
Let go of the fence, Levy.
Levy trying to load up. You heard Dan Mergliato warn him, don't touch that fence. Those guys know that. Hey, they know it. That's why they try to do it. Very crafty fighters.
Any extra advantage with the leverage that you can use to your advantage. That's a good right by Levy. 2 in a row. He lands those. But Schlesinger spins off the cage 180 degrees to protect himself.
Let go of the fence. Let go of the fence.
And again, warning to Levy about the fence. Levy has hit on 6 out of his 8 strikes, according to CompuStrike. Now 7 out of 10.
Both guys very effective early on. Schlesinger's batting 100%, 9 of 9. And Levy not bad himself, 7 out of 10. We heard both guys very quick, very aggressive. Look to see a lot of counter moves. You won't see a lot of stagnant movement between these two.
It's doubtful they'll have to tell them, other than don't grab the fence, to pick up the pace in this. Now you see Schlesinger trying to push hard on Levy. Levy able to get a little breathing room on the fence and now reverse it and go back to the mat.
Yeah, you have to think that last fight for Levy, even though it was all year ago, going against a guy like Dante Rivera really gave him some experience. And early on, we've seen him be much more aggressive here.
And Levy able to measure things, get between the up kicks, and land punches again.
And he gets the forearm in, trying to choke out any oxygen remaining in Schlesinger. Just kind of wear down your opponent.
What could Schlesinger do right here, you think?
Well, what he's got to do, first of all, is he's got to start trying to get the hips off the floor and spin. He's lifting the hips, but he's going straight up. You got to be spinning constantly. Now, the problem with that is it takes out a lot of your energy. And there, Levy just wasn't aggressive enough, and that allowed Schlesinger to get up easy.
It's under the ring here.
Got a timeout called. Something is wrong with the ring over there. They're looking at something. Dan Mergliata. Is that a mouthpiece that's missing?
You got another mouthpiece?
Yeah, it was his mouthpiece.
Somewhere.
The mouthpiece skirted under the cage, it appears, and is lost somewhere between the cage and the apron, much like a sock in your dryer. Where did it go?
That way. It's a yellow mouthpiece.
It's a yellow mouthpiece.
Why are you going to make an announcement in a minute? A PA announcement.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think I've ever seen a lost mouthpiece.
No, this has got to be a first.
Ryan LaFleur was supposed to fight tonight, but he's injured after making a great professional debut. He and Nick with us from CompuStrike tonight. Great job as always, guys.
Here, Kev.
Ryan, you ever seen anybody lose their mouthpiece like this?
Sorry, brother.
I've seen them come out, but they usually find them quicker.
Just the mouthpiece, come on.
See, we should have talked about this cage being a little smaller. They had trouble finding a mouth guard in there.
Finally, they got it.
Let's go.
Washed off, back in. Nissim Levy ready to go back to action against Schlesinger. Levy in those Tiger Schulman red and black trunks.
Right now, Levy
nice kick.
has a big strength advantage. She's shown it because twice Schlesinger went down to counter, and Levy both times just overpowered him, and now Levy just standing there, stalking him.
Look at him prowl around.
He was almost goading him into it, saying, is that all you got? Is that all you got with the high kicks?
He's going to try to bring Schlesinger up. That would be interesting. Schlesinger wants it on the ground, obviously.
Without a doubt.
A little bicycle there. Nice kick there by Levy. And now Mergliato will stand him up. So Schlesinger forced back up. Levy trying to measure that kick. Very effective when he's doing so. Charges in with a combination. And quickly on his back is Schlesinger.
Well, Levy clearly has no interest in taking this fight to the ground if he can avoid it. Now, this is twice where he just kind of stands up, throws in a few kicks. But the strength advantage, there's a clear one for Levy. We've seen it now. When he goes aggressive with a quick, and that was a big right. Schlesinger was kind of ducking under when he hit him, so I'm not sure if that punch was the reason why he went down.
I think I think he feels a breeze from Levy. He's going to try to avoid it right now.
Well, Levy's punching power right now is a big advantage for him. What he's going to have to avoid, though,
wants to do is try to get a guillotine.
See right here, and that's what Schlesinger's very good at. He's a guy who just kind of waits. Once he sees a quick opening, he scoots in. Now, I don't think he's got it. He didn't have it strong enough around Levy's neck.
Both these guys coming in. This is a 180-pound fight. And Levy is one of the stronger 180-pound fighters around. I mean, this is a guy that has a lot of strength. For middleweight range, he is very strong.
Look at the forehead of Schlesinger. He's got a few little Barney Rubbles that are starting to emerge there. Levy's punches have definitely made some impact on the forehead of Schlesinger.
More bam-bams than pebbles for sure.
I can make a Flintstone reference, but I can't remember the name of the dodo. Remember the Atlantic City one with the crackers?
Oh, big swing and a miss. Evil intentions there for Levy near the end of this round. Nissim Levy carrying the action, landing effective strikes throughout.
Good job, guys. Good job.
You got to give that round to Levy. He was the aggressor throughout. The one thing about Schlesinger, very adept. If he sees an opening, he only had the one submission attempt in the first round, and he didn't get it locked in, but Levy definitely exposed himself to it.
Well, this will sum it up right there. There's a miss. That was a nice shot to the chest, but a slip as well.
Yeah. One more time, I'm taking a point away.
From Schlesinger. But Schlesinger's quick. If he starts getting hit, he wants to get down on his feet.
Oh, no, definitely. He's dropping low every time almost. That seems to be his defense in the fact that he drops down low, because you see Levy, so far anyway, in that first round, he showed he carries his hands up high, and he likes to come in for high shots. Schlesinger is going down way low, almost in a submarine move at times to counter those. But twice that actually worked against him, because Levy, as he bowled forward, he missed the punch, but his legs kept churning through, and that forced a takedown. Very unorthodox one, but it worked to get Levy on top.
Levy went 20 of 27 on his strikes on the ground. And Levy dominating the striking in that first round. Here we go, round two. Levy in the red and black.
Well, Schlesinger's going to look to shoot in here. I know they landed a big one. There's surprise. Another big one.
Schlesinger knocks him down. Schlesinger has rocked him here with the right. And Schlesinger is showing punching power we have not seen before, but Levy is right back up and gets the slam.
And Schlesinger knocked the mouth guard of Levy, and it came flying out of the
ring.
That's over.
That's it. That's it. Schlesinger chokes him out. Schlesinger with a phenomenal charge here at the start of the second round. First with the punches, then with the guillotine choke, and it takes a lot to rock Nissim Levy, and Chris Schlesinger did it. Known for a man that gets it done on the ground, he delivers with a big punch to set up his fourth win by way of submission.
Well, Schlesinger, who started in 2000 training with Matt Serra, now he trains with Keith Trimble at Belmore Kickboxing, and he showed, I don't know if he goaded Levy in, maybe he wanted to find out what his opponent was all about, and let's watch the highlight here as he rocked him. Missed the first one, and then it's this overhead right there, knocks the mouth guard flying right there, boom. And that really was the beginning of the end. And it was the great persistence by Levy to hold on, because we basically went over the top, flipped down, and held on to the choke, got him out, and Levy was done. But it started with that big combination of right, left, right, and then Schlesinger had the wherewithal to grab on with the choke move, and when Levy flipped him over, Schlesinger didn't let go, and that was the key to getting the submission.
Crazy, Chris. You might call him possum. He was hanging on there in the first round, lured him in, then finished it off. Schlesinger finished off this fight landing 12 of 16 on the ground before getting that guillotine on Levy as we take another look at it. And there is on the button, and this is picture perfect right here. That almost knocked him out as Schlesinger wins for the fourth time in his last 5 fights with the guillotine. Let's get the official time on that victory and go to Peter.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 31 seconds of round 2, a tap out due to a choke. The winner came out of the blue corner. Crazy Chris Schlesinger. Schlesinger out winner.
Nothing crazy about that tonight. He was picture perfect in the way he was able to regroup after Nissim Levy had dominated most of the first round. Schlesinger charges out with some vicious punches, perhaps the best punches he's landed in his career. Rocked Levy and then put him away with the choke.